Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Now the run off the left tackle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long. So this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And he'll drop back here on third down. He'll take a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
How about that? First play of the game in a playoff game, you take a shot downfield and you hit it for big yards. Now you got some momentum here early in the game.
The puck bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 30-yard line. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback. If he's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, You got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller. Backs.
It's intercepted. Trying to fire it into a tight window. Going the other way. Can they catch him? Steps out at the 9-yard line. What a play by the defense.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
And the offense convert that pick into points. They're set up 1st and goal. It's a run to the left. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirby.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the kickoff will be returned. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. And they'll fling this one deep down the middle. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And it's up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He bought some time. Now lets it go. Caught quickly. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, that's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Movement here from the tight end. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They'll run it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And they don't block the defensive end who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Bringing it out, it's Humphreys. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one, and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. Look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Keeping it on the ground here. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, stopped the ball to 44.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. And bulldozing his way through. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
He's brought down out at the 46.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Back in motion now. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on third down. You can hear the bench screaming. The crowd is screaming. Watch the draw. Watch the screen. Watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear them say, watch the fullback. And there he just slips through for a first down.
Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They're going to run the option. He'll reach it. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the defense. Has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
You come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it go quickly. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, you just continue to see the...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. The Huskers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
He's back to throw again on second down. Looking for the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Well, this was a beautiful play.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. The Cornhuskers come to the line with 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. He's swarmed by the defense.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
2nd down and goal. Looking to score with a run to the right. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT puts them up 3. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return decides to signal fair catch. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. And looking for a big play here. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Just ran away from the defense.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Let's it fly to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Clemson. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Extra point splits the uprights. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. Extending the play now. And tackled there by the defense. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looking to scramble. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Third down play for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. Bringing pressure. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. The kicker has good range, but this one is from 58 yards out. The attempt is no good. Missed opportunity to make this a one-score game, still losing by 11.
Chris, you and I were on the field in warm-ups. We saw this guy hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and actually went over. So we know that he has the leg to make this kick. I just don't think he got enough on it.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Well, the huge hit there. You half expected to see the ball come loose, but a great job to hang on to it.
Boy, great concentration by the tight end to be able to come up with that catch. But the defense showing how physical they are. When that tight end gets his hands on the ball, they are going to lower the boom.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Finds his target, and it's complete. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Now it's second down here. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
After the point after, it's a 35-17 game. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Running through the tackle. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Minna's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will kick it off to begin the second half. Here's the fair catch by the return man. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be the first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He'll try a pass here. Catch made on the left side. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage. This comes an offense moving quickly down the field. Play action here on 1st down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Here comes a handoff. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
They're going to run it. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. That's a big gain, finally brought down near the 37.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
As the first down is still going. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, I thought he might take that one all the way to the house. What a nice job by being able to find that lane in that defense. He picks up big yards, and the defense is fortunate to get him out of bounds there inside the 10-yard line.
And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They finally corral him at the 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. Extra point try coming now. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield. Here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just with 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
First down at 10. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second down after that previous play. Now here's the toss play. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. The Huskers will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He'll take a deep shot here. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
Just excellent execution here by the offense. They've set themselves up nicely now into the red zone to see if they can come up with a touchdown.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. Nothing going with the running game on those two plays. Now it's third down and 10.
Here we go.
Dropping back. They get a throw for the first down. The pass rush closing in. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. Trying to knock it through from 48 yards away. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off with a big leg.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Nebraska. This offense really clicking.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Point after, knocked right through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First down here for this offense. Ball handed off. Running with purpose. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Okay, ready?
Here's the second down play. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
What have they got cooked up with his two-point conversion attempt? Catch made on the right side. He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Looking downfield, it's Cruz. Running out of time in the pocket. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, drops back. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got it. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Trying for a fourth down completion. And here comes a deep shot. And it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. The pass is caught. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And a senior making a disruptive impact play. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Takes a quick grab. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Clemson. And the beatdown continues.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Give it to the big fullback here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback's got it on the option. Breaking tackles. Breaks loose at the 40. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They'll run the option. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Second down play coming up. Here's the option play. And the quarterback keeps it here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. They'll try to run it with the option. Quarterback still with the football. Has the first down and more. Finding space at the 20. That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.